You're listening to B2B Tech Talk with Ingram Micro, where we share topics that will inspire business growth and help you stay ahead of advances in technology before they become mainstream. This episode is sponsored by Ingram Micro Xvantage, the game-changing platform that will transform your business potential and reshape how customers see you. Welcome to B2B Tech Talk. I'm Nina Buik, and today we are joined by Jolene Bullock of ADM Computing. She's service director there, and she comes all the way to us streaming from the UK, and we're delighted to have her. Welcome, Jolene.
Oh, thank you, Nina. Great to be here.
Yeah, so tell us about ADM Computing and what your role is there. I know you've recently changed.
Yes. So ADM Computing, we've been around we're celebrating our 40-year anniversary this year. We're based in Canterbury in the UK. We've got over 75 members of staff. Over 55 of those are purely in the service department that I lead. We support businesses all around the southeast of Kent, London as well, providing IT services to several hundred organisations across the UK, with like a broad range of different sectors. So from professional services to logistics, manufacturing, schools, charities. So lots of different industries that we support. We also deliver lots of different services. So managed services, support, projects, cabling, infrastructure, development, lots of training as well, lots of webinars that we provide to our customers. We're ISO accredited. Obviously a huge focus on customer service, and I have a real sort of love for helping people succeed so that they will do a better job and deliver a better service to our customers. And then that's why I'm so keen on taking on apprentices as well. So we take on a lot of apprentices every year to help develop those guys up throughout the team. So my role here, I started myself as an engineer 17 years ago, working my way up to be first line, second line, third line, team leader, manager, and now service director. So I am responsible for the whole of the service department, so the 55 engineers that we have here.
Wow. Well, first of all, congratulations on 40 years. Congratulations on your growth. And what I really love, your mission statement says that you continually invest in the development of your people to enable you to design, install, and support IT services and solutions that meet or exceed the expectations of your customers. You know what I really, really like about that is the focus is on your people, and you're keenly aware that when you focus on your people, it translates into an outstanding customer experience. So talk about, as you grew, what were some of the challenges that you faced?
Yeah, so obviously lots of different challenges. Obviously, growing into the role has been a huge challenge, but with the sort of TrustX community, they've helped me grow into that role, and obviously having that support of like-minded people. As you say there, I am very invested in helping people develop and grow, and ADM has helped me to develop and grow myself, which so I then feel like I want to give that back to the people who we employ here at ADM. Yeah, well, I always say that happy staff will deliver a better service to our customers. If they've got the training that they need to be able to deliver a good service, then they're going to deliver a better service to our customers if they've got the tools that they need to be able to succeed. So the challenges that I obviously faced, a very male-dominated industry. So to begin with, it was quite hard for me to be the only sort of female engineer in a male-dominated industry, but that has completely changed and never since my time at ADM has that ever been an issue. I think it was more of something within myself that you feel, it's more sort of personal to me. But other challenges being larger ticket volume as the team has grown, management, leadership. When I very first started here, we just had a very flat organisational structure. It was there was a manager and there was engineers. There was no career progression. There was no different levels, different training, what have you. So I've introduced, with the help of TrustX and the different people that we've collaborated with, introducing separate teams. So each team is aligned with a different group of customers so that they know their customers a lot better. I've also introduced, only in the last few years actually, we've introduced a triage team. So instead of just having those 3 teams who support particular customers, we've also introduced like a triage service desk team. We call it service desk because they do more than just triaging the tickets. And we found that over 40% of our tickets are now closed by that triage team, which is a huge impact to our customers. They're so happy with how quickly tickets are being resolved and keeping their businesses going, because obviously if they succeed, then we succeed, is what I always say. So we just need to ensure that our businesses continue to run. In regards to TrustX, it's enabled, being part of the community has helped me to reach out to people who are on the same wavelength as me, the same position that I'm in, and be able to discuss ideas and struggles that I may have, that they may have already been through, and they ask you sort of simple questions to help you grow and to help you understand. So from obviously those meetings and the community, I've introduced the teams, I've introduced the structure, I've also had advice on different products and services to implement. So yeah, there's been a lot of struggles, but there's been a lot of support to help me get to where we are now.
So those are quite a few changes that you've
There's
made
a lot.
to the organization, and that's pretty remarkable, because oftentimes significant changes can have a negative impact if the team doesn't embrace them. But it sounds like your team really embraced the changes. How did you do that?
I think it's key in any leadership role is to involve people and also have your influencers. So you know the people within the team who, if you get them involved right from the very beginning, then they're going to help influence and help the team grow. And the more you introduce the whole team right from the offset and ask them questions where they're struggling, how can we improve, and explain the why. I think the why is the biggest. Why are we doing this, so that everyone completely understands and there's communication throughout. Everybody's on board with it, and a lot of it is if you're asking them the questions, what can we improve, how can we do it, you're involving them, they're on board, it's part of their idea. We are a team, it's not just one person saying we're going to do this. Everybody collaborates and grows from that, and a lot of that I've learned from the different sessions as well. Everything kind of feeds back to the TrustX community, because you have these different conversational pieces each week on what other challenges other people are going through, and it just really does help you grow and think, actually, yes, I could bring that back and use that in my business. And a lot of it, I do gain a lot from the TrustX community.
So when you talk about the TrustX community, was it a group within the TrustX community that you were engaging with?
So from the I think from the beginning, I was part of the operations meetings. So they're like-minded people who are in charge of just the operations team. That was right from I think that was when I was manager that I started getting involved with those. And then you talk about your challenges and your wins. And it's not only about your sort of business as well. They inquire about your personal life and how things are going in that regard as well, which is nice because it makes you feel like part of the family. But in regards to the meetings that I went to, as operational was the one that I began joining. So they were face to face, and you actually sat around a table with like-minded people who were doing exactly the same job as you, but you're able to talk openly and freely about the struggles, the challenges, what they've implemented, what's worked for them. And you can't really do that when you go back to your business because nobody is in the same position as you. And that's what I found most rewarding of going to these events. So I made sure I went every single time to find out what more I can be doing to help improve the process at ADM. Off the back of the operations one, I've now joined the affinity meetings, and I'm trying to influence my, influence. I'm getting my managers now to join the operations meetings so that they can be inspired, as I was, to want to do better. I was reading or listening to a podcast the other day, and it was about motivation. And there's two types of motivation, pushing and pulling. And what you need to really do is have people wanting to push themselves. You don't want to keep pulling them, and you need to inspire people to want to do better. And I think that by letting them go free and join those meetings themselves, they can learn themselves what other people have done, and then that will hopefully inspire them to want to do better and be more motivated. So it's key that I get more people in the business involved with TrustX so that they can grow themselves, because not everyone takes the same out of meetings as you. Everyone learns differently. Everyone takes on different points of view, and I think it will help different people grow and become better leaders.
That's brilliant, Jolene. What has been you mentioned the triage team and the impact that they're having, but what's happened to customer satisfaction now that you've made all these changes? I mean, clearly you've been in business for a long time, and I'm sure you've always, been customer focused. But these changes that you've made, how has that translated to customer satisfaction?
Oh, amazing changes. We all of our feedback. Sorry, in regards to our feedback, 99.9% is either outstanding or good, which is amazing feedback to get from all of our customers. So we send a form every single ticket that we close, and then they can feedback. They also get the opportunity to write notes if they want to praise the engineer or what have you, and you can look at it any day of the week, and all you can see is fast response, quick resolving my issues. Great to see the changes that have been made. And it's so nice to see the speed at which issues are being resolved, because a lot of support desks, service desks in the industry, they have a ticket, the customers are chasing constantly. And I don't want our customers to chase us. I want us to be going to them first and saying, okay, we've fixed it, or we may not have fixed it, but keeping that communication channels open. And to get that great feedback, it's a real achievement. For me, I'm quite proud of how hard the service desk are working to keep our customers happy and getting that good feedback.
Yeah, and that's not an easy job. We all know that when someone is coming to you, they're coming to you because there's a problem. They need help, right? And
Exactly.
so it can be frustrating, but it's also, as you mentioned, it's kind of the way you look at it. It's an opportunity to serve, it's an opportunity to help. But personally, it's also an opportunity to grow. I absolutely love how you talked about getting buy in from your team and making them part of the process of change management, because that's the only way you can be successful. That is absolutely incredible. Now, I know you've learned a lot from TrustX. How do you feel like you've been able to give back to TrustX what you know, and how do you feel like you've helped them? Because just from hearing you, I know you're able to give a lot.
Yeah, I always feel like I do contribute positively in the meetings that we have. I often see people writing things down. We have meetings, so I contact a few of the people when we haven't got meetings, and we can discuss ideas. Only recently, one of the other TrustX partners reached out to us because we've got a strong BI team here, and his team was struggling with that. So then I put my engineer in contact with their engineer, and they spoke, and then they come up with some ideas how to help both businesses. So not only just our ideas, but their ideas. So we shared in that regard. Also, different pieces of software that we've implemented here. We've shared. I've also, again, got the lead engineer on those products and services in contact with their engineers, so as they can collaborate and say, oh, we've used it in this way, perhaps you could use it in that way. And again, they're sharing their ideas with us, even though we're helping them too. So it's like a family community. Everyone wants everyone else to succeed and to support each other. It's lovely to see. But yeah, there's lots of like questions. So like bonuses for exams. I'm really keen on training our staff. Obviously, if they've got the tools to be able to support our customers, they're going to be able to deliver a better service, and that's something I'm really key on pushing. Some other advice I've given is when people aren't achieving as much as they should be, you need to look at it as a can't or a won't. If it's a can't, then it's a training issue. Then obviously if it's a won't, then you need to treat it in a different way. That's always something. I'm really, really big on training and making sure our staff are happy and contented in their job roles. And I feel as though I do put that across when I speak to the other teams, and I hope that they do take that on board. We share because we pass them leads as well, not just in regards to the training. And we pass them leads. So if there's a particular product or service that we don't support, but we know another member of TrustX actually do support, we'll pass that across to them. Always sharing best practice, always, which is good. We discuss industry trends. So if we see something's going well, then we obviously share that with the rest of the team. It just really helps to reinforce that what we're doing is working, because you're discussing these things with other business. And it's quite, when someone's got a suggestion or a problem, that you can actually make those suggestions to help them grow as well.
If you can reflect back on all your experiences with TrustX and Ingram Micro, is there one particular event that really stands out that you go, wow, that was such an incredible experience?
Um, I'd say that all of them, I take away parts from that I grow from. I the two most recent ones. There was one in LA, which was very good. The breakout sessions were quite good on that one. But the one that really does stand out is the leadership one that we just had in California.
Yeah.
That really focused on our job roles and exactly what we are there to do. Basically, we are there to lead. We are there to build the business going forward. They had lots of good breakout sessions, and I liked it as well because after each of the sessions, you got to go back and you got to sit and discuss what did you take away from those sessions. How did you find that? And it's nice to hear other people's perceptions because you could take a note. You take your notes, but other people may have taken something else away, which is what I was saying a moment ago about sending different people to the TrustX meetings. Everybody has a different take on what they're listening to and what they're hearing. And by sitting around that table afterwards and discussing what you took away, you're like, oh yeah, I didn't think of it in that way. And then it's just the collaboration and the team spirit, the support. But yeah, that was a real standout one for me. The leadership summit. That was yeah, I was very impressed with that one.
I was going to say there has been such wonderful feedback from that event, from all of the TrustX members that attended, who were selected to attend, because it created such a nice uh, balance of leaders. And everyone has had such great feedback on that particular event. Now, will you be joining us at Ingram Micro One?
Hopefully, yes. That is at Washington in November.
It is. It
Yeah, that'll be
is.
great. Yeah, that'll be yeah.
Well,
I love attending all the events. Like I say, I learn so much from them.
absolutely. Well, I look forward to meeting you in person there then. Your story is very compelling on different levels. I mean, you've got the engagement with TrustX, the changes that you made, the impact that the changes that you made had on your team, but most of all on customer satisfaction. I mean, that's really something that you should be incredibly proud of, and I know the team at Ingram Micro feels the same way, and it is so incredibly honored to have you all as good partners. For those who are not members of TrustX Alliance today, what advice would you give them?
Um, I would say join TrustX. You gain so much out of TrustX, not only on your own personal development, but ideas that you can bring back to your business. It helps inspire people to want to do better. It helps with not only your professional growth, but networking opportunities. You feel as though you're supported by TrustX, and you have kind of endless resources to be able to discuss ideas with struggles, challenges, um, because everybody's in the same industry as you and everybody's going through the same things as you. Um, the collaboration, being part of a community. There's so many things that I could say. Yeah, and it's you're not in competition with each other either, and I think that's one thing that stands out to me is you don't have to worry about the conversations you're having because you're not in competition. You're all there for the same reason, to help your business succeed and help your sort of personal growth, your professional growth. And it's all about being part of the community and a part of the family. And they really do make you feel that way. And I'm happy that I did get chosen to join those meetings. And that's what I really do want to get more of my team involved, and get them coming to the meetings and feeling the same way I do, and wanting to inspire more people to join and do better.
Yeah, share the love. And speaking of love, ADM invest in the communities that you live and work in
Yes.
there in the London area. Um, there was on your website, and I absolutely love this. It says, "We're nice people, and we like to work with nice people." And there is a photo that reminds me of a photo that might have been in my college yearbook.
That's
from
nice.
from a long time ago, but it's awesome. But I would add that you certainly are nice people, and we're just delighted that you chose Ingram Micro and TrustX Alliance to partner with, because it is nice people, the right people like you, that keeps this organization going. And
Yeah.
so thank you so much, and thank you for your time today. This has been very enlightening.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for your time as well. It's been good. Yeah.
Impactful global engagements, iconic entertainment experiences, and memorable networking opportunities. Be part of it all at Ingram Micro One 2024. You've been listening to Ingram Micro's B2B Tech Talk. Thanks for tuning in. If you like this episode and you want to continue the conversation online, use hashtag B2B Tech Talk.